Before George Maledu and Quiteria George were exhibiting in France and designing for the Queen of R&B, their runways were the dusty roads of Brown Fisherville in Soweto. Fashion was their ticket to fame.
This is obviously a very special place to you. It's not only home, but it's also where your brand started.
Yeah, well, it brings so many memories.
We were here for 2 years. We had a lot of celebrities, or a couple of celebrities that actually didn't mind, driving through Brown Fisher to come and shoot here and do fittings.
Beating unemployment, their design skills and drive saw them create their own work.
This is where it all started. This is where we used to create the magic. We used to have like a little domestic machine over there. There was a table there. And then sometimes in between the fittings with the clients, they would just like take a little nap. During the day, it was a studio. At night, it was a home for us.
So it's like organized chaos. So everything was done here by beadwork, my mom, her friends. Everybody was just here sort of helping us to launch this thing that is today called Quiteria and George.
Quiteria designed by day while waitering in the evenings. But once his mom, Violet, saw him and George working together, success wasn't far off.
Ma, when they came to you with the idea of starting a fashion line, what was your reaction?
I was happy for them because I knew that they're gonna do this because they were doing it before. He was hustling. We were borrowing money, so it wasn't easy.
And now seeing how far they've come, how do you feel?
I'm so proud of them, and I wish them that God can bless them more to what they've achieved.
You've enjoyed so many achievements in the fashion industry, but when was that moment when you felt like, you know what, we've made it?
Just a week after we showcased in Durban, we got scouted to show in Paris, which for me was priceless, showcasing at the iconic Eiffel Tower, which was quite incredible. But I think nothing will ever top dressing Beyonce because I'm such a fan. So for me, that was a huge breakthrough.
For me, that whole Paris, what's so exciting about that is that, at the Eiffel Tower, you've got people that are sort of queuing to pay. And we were escorted in, and all the way in, I just felt like, we have arrived now as well. Yeah.
With the opening of a formal studio in Melville, the guys were increasingly a part of the city's design scene. They showcased their Metamorphosis line at AFI Joburg Fashion Week, and this became the inspiration for their Beyonce number.
Where were you? How did this collaboration start, and how did you react?
So I get this message, says, oh, you've been commissioned to dress Beyonce and Jay-Z and the 13 dancers. That was mind-blowing. So I wanted the whole world to know. It was a dream come true.
So I said to him, how are we going to do it? They need it in 3 days. And he said, I don't know. I'm going to try to find a sketch. But I said, listen, I'll send you references. I'll send you ideas. Let's work on it together. It didn't happen in 3 days. We sent the sketches after 2 weeks. We were like, you know what, we bought the stuff, let's just send anyway, And it's like, okay, great, let's do a Skype, a meeting. And that's when I was not dressed, I was in my briefs. I think for us it was very exciting to have, they've involved us in sort of conceptualizing on the, on the performance, and they commissioned us to, design 45 pieces.
What would you say makes your design stand out that somebody like Beyonce could reach out to you?
I think it's because we do what we want.
Exactly.
I think in terms of creativity, we really let our mind sort of, flow and really get deeper into what we do. All our collections are not the same.
We are able to make sacrifices, and we understand that those sacrifices will make us the best designers, not only in South Africa, but in the world. Because, we deprive ourselves of so many luxuries just to, to get, like the best fabrics, to get the best team to execute. So we've made quite a lot of sacrifices in this 5 years.
This outfit reflects the touch which saw Miss Knowles select them to dress her for the finale.
This piece is actually from one of our collections that we got invited to Dakar Fashion Week by Adama Paris. And yeah, this is just basically about just a biker lady. Her husband is a biker, and he's strong, and she also wants to be strong, but really not manly, and just very chic.
Absolutely beautiful, futuristic, and very alternative, actually.
The daring in these creations is bringing the brand acclaim and business while creating jobs and experience.
Cynthia, usesebenza no Quiteria and George iminyaka emithathu. What has the experience been like, and what have you learned?
Quiteria and George ngifunde izinto eziningi makufika la bengazi nezinye izinto zefashion, and then bangibonisa izinto eziningi like banelento le ukuthi umuntu basifundise sonke. So mara mina izinto sengizifundile ngathi ngihamba phambili nabo nje. You understand? So ngoba like ngikwazi ukukhatha nabo, ngiyazenza lezi zinto, and then ngiyabhida ama-dress njengama-flower lawo yafakwa yithi nama-colleagues wami. So ngifunde izinto eziningi kusuka kubo.
Away from their business, Quiteria is a passionate cook and a fine dancer. And we continued our interview at a dance class.
South African fashion is now competing on a global scale. What is it about the fashion industry that really excites you right now?
So it's all about right now telling our own stories our way and stop getting people to reference us and really tell those stories.
So what's exciting for me personally, I think, is just an opportunity to share with the rest of the world that, Africa is really not what people perceive it to be. Like, we are constantly killing that notion of what an African fashion designer has to be.
Their goal is to live and work in New York, which may not take that long.